Boom. Good show. What should we call it?
I'll tell you what. I actually got to go because I'm late for coffee with everyone's friend Molly Wood.
Oh, well, tell Molly Wood I said hello.
I will.
Oh.
I will see you guys later.
Adios.
Take care. We'll see you.
Google gets alphabetized. FAA misses the drone.
The FFA fails to fly.
The
There's something there, but
the FAA. I don't think the FFA
FAA
should.
is grounded.
Actually,
Sorry.
they could do crop dusting. Never mind.
Time flies by the FAA. Oh, that's actually kind of cute.
Which one?
Time flies by the FAA. Anyway, the script wars. Swear the Facebook oath or oath.
Oh,
I like that.
Got it.
I like that, Beatmaster.
That's clever.
I like breach blanket bingo.
Breach blanket bingo.
Yeah.
Ooh. Actually, breach bingo, is that not already a thing?
Well, beach blanket bingo is the name of a very famous 50s beach movie.
Is that like Gidget?
Yeah, it's
kind
that
of the
era.
same period.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They were all shot in studios or sets.
Tech gods are angry, and we're getting burnt.
The script wars.
FAA misses its flight. FAA drone regulations don't get off the ground. One flew over the FAA. These are really good.
One flew over the FAA.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, man. I went to a great show in Toronto once that was like bird flew over the, I forget what now, but it was about the bird flu.
That's awesome.
AmaZeus.
Not another box.
That one made Len laugh.
I think that's funny.
It's good. The tech gods are angry, and we're getting burnt. It's pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, folks. Breach blanket bingo is my favorite so
That's a good
far,
one.
but I like AmaZeus, too.
I'm for AmaZeus.
You're for
But-
AmaZeus?
Actually, now that I look at it, I might like dyslexia read that in the RSS reader and be like, huh?
AmaZeus, AmaZeus, AmaZeus.
Rock me, AmaZeus.
Rock me, AmaZeus.
There it is.
Rock me,
Is
AmaZeus.
that it? Is that our
Rock me, AmaZeus.
Rock me, AmaZeus? Excellent. It's collaborative.
Rock me, AmaZeus. Ooh, you gotta put the ooh in front of it. Ooh,
Rock me, AmaZeus.
Bum 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 bum. Superstar.
Tom, I got to tell you, I had an epiphany here recently.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show, as we were talking about this, I realized that if instead of the iPod coming out by Apple in 2001, if Google had released Chrome as some sort of media player that has RSS integration to download audio and video files and such, that we would potentially not be podcasters, but Chromecasters. And I don't know what kind of parallel universe that would mean.
Yeah. I want to write an alternative history story now.
Mm-hmm. That would actually be the only thing that's different, though.
And well, no, there'd be no Apple, right? Because what brought Apple back really was the iPod. So Apple would still be this kind of like outlier company.
You know what? We would be stuck with the Trio and the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. Or actually the Android that Google was initially going to release, but then got swooped by Apple, and then you see the original drawings, and you're like, wow, they made a BlackBerry. That was pretty terrible.
So would we be tree casting then?
C casting.
No, it would be Chromecasting.
Yeah.
It'd just be
For
Chromecast.
Trio.
Yeah, you're right.
For the Trio with tree casting.
if Amazon had won the audio wars, then we would be Firecasters.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
You
Yeah.
assume that the wars are over.
Oh. Do you think that something is going to supplant podcasting sometime soon?
Well, there's certainly
Never know.
past the telephone.
Why would anyone want to talk over a wire when you can just tap on it
Yeah, it's true.
and have someone else do it? You just
As
set
do
it
many
in-
others in high public
Why would
office.
anyone ever want a television when you could just have the radio? Wait a second, who would ever want the FM radio that's more powerful than AM?
Waste of money, if you ask
Waste
me.
of money.
Frequency. Why would you modulate the frequency when you can modulate the amplitude?
I'm David
Possibly.
Sarnoff, and I own all those patents.
Amplitude modulation can do everything this frequency modulation can do. It just doesn't yet.
Except stereo.
And
Yeah,
It can,
never
no, you got AM stereo now.
I thought you
just
had to do
talking
something
now.
special with AM for stereo.
Yeah, exactly. You have to do something.
Darren, I like
Hold
the
on.
ominous red clouds behind you. They're very
Dead clouds?
ominous.
I have dead clouds?
White,
Red clouds.
puffy clouds.
Red clouds at night.
You know
the
what else?
best of the
I mean,
80s
I don't
on
know if
Daily
it's
Tech
in
News.
frame. Is it in frame? Doot, doot. Nope. Goes right. The frame ends like right here. Bummer.
Oh, they have to modulate the phase as well as the amplitude for a stereo.
Mm.
You guys all saw the Mr. Robot I drew, right?
Oh, it's so good.
No, I did not see that. I have to get it.
Yeah.
It's on the front page of
Frostastore.com?
the store. I put it on
Yeah,
the front page of the store.
really good.
Frostastore.com.
It hacked me just looking at it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it was I was just I watched the show and then I was like I just drew it and tons of people liked it, so I'm like, I'm just gonna put it up here and see what happens. So,
No, good idea.
Very nice.
Senor Robot.
all right, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. It's been one hell of a week.
Spaghetti, man.
Am I? I don't
You haven't
know.
had
Okay.
spaghetti on Friday in a long time.
No, you know why? Because there's a bunch of people missing, so it doesn't really make sense for me to make a
Well,
huge meal.
that was your excuse last Friday.
That
I
was
know.
your excuse after the rapture, too.
Seriously, seriously, there we're missing like 3 or 4 people, so it's like.
And then the aliens came through, and you had the same excuse.
We gather every Friday expecting spaghetti.
I know. Well, I can actually go out and get it. It's just, it's
That's
a big
not
meal, and then everybody, there's not enough people to clean up afterwards, and it's like, bleh.
Why
I
don't
don't
you
want
do
to do it.
shells then?
Mm.
Or you know what? I could do something, which is like, just do something in the afternoon, like put a lasagna in or something, and then it'd be done.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Or you do a casserole and just make rice.
Well,
Yeah,
lasagna's
casserole,
kind of like a casserole, exactly.
Ooh.
Same thing. Same work procedure.
Same,
Efficiency.
put everything together,
Yeah.
prepare, and then leave in the oven and drink a glass of wine.
I think actually what we're doing, we're missing a major opportunity here in post-show to integrate a straw poll for dinner.
What's for dinner?
What should Len eat for dinner? Straw poll?
should
Would you be willing to leave your dinner choices available to the
That'd
crowd?
be interesting. That'd be interesting, actually.
Wait,
How
the
would we
straw
know?
poll doesn't allow you to add additional choices, though, right?
Well, no, you can after you set when you set it
What
up, you can
should-
have multiple choices. Yeah.
Yeah, what should Len get for dinner? Usually that'll be open to where should we eat, because if it's a small enough group that I can just like take a small little group of
Well, you can
kids.
give us the choices. Like what are the options?
Yeah, like I can't go to In-N-Out, right? Because there's not one near us. So, but
There, so that one's out.
right.
Not in, just
There's
out.
there's not. I mean, there's tons of restaurants, but then I'd have to like.
It's a good substitute.
Oh yeah, Fridays is what is it? Five Guys. Yeah, we have
Five Guys. Yeah.
Five Guys. Only problem with that is that the 3-year-old doesn't really eat those huge burgers. So, but they do sell hot dogs though. He likes hot dogs.
Got to learn sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Open up wide.
Hey, what happened by the way? Did you send it and it just was slow getting me? What happened with the invite?
I sent it through. I didn't email it to you. That was my mistake. I should have
Okay.
done that.
Oh,
but I
okay.
sent it through Hangout.
Oh,
the
I don't know if I was
chat.
on that. Yeah, I don't know if I was on that page.
The chat thing, and so I sent it through chat. the G chat, whatever they call it these days.
Yeah.
But and so I guess that didn't get to you or something.
Yeah, I wasn't looking there because I was waiting for the email to come, I think.
Okay, so that's my mistake for not sending the email. But as a backup, you can always go into Slack.
Oh,
because
Slack.
I always put it in Slack for everybody. So if it fails like this in the future and I forget to email, look in Slack and you'll see it there.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like in this day and age, we would have invented like some sort of standardized means for us to collaborate and communicate and send text to each other. But
this is a beautiful.
I think it's an opportunity, though, for
this
a
is
startup
a beautiful
now.
exhibition of the modern problem, which is sure we've got Slack for that, or we could use Hangouts for that, or you can't get everybody on the same platform. There's too many platforms.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the platform, Tom. That's the whole thing.
It's option paralysis because you don't know where to go to get the information.
You're not
And
going to
we've
make
talked
it
about this
money
before.
sending an email. You'll make it building an email infrastructure.
Well, right, and there's certain people like if I send them an email, I know they'll never see it. It'll take forever. But if I send them a text message, I have a 50% chance they'll be paying attention. But if I get them on Twitter, maybe everybody's got a different route.
Yeah, I thought Slack was only on my phone, but apparently it's also online. Where would it be? With like a direct message?
You can go into a browser and sign into it.
Yeah, I'm there right now.
If you go into DTNS's daily channel, you'll see the. You'll see a lot of GIFs.
Okay, yeah, right.
But at the
there
bottom,
it is.
you'll see the link.
Okay, well, this is good. That's good to know. So.
Yeah.
What's also good to know is that there is, in fact, a straw poll now.
Yes, I saw that.
Spaghetti,
where I should eat.
hamburgers, a poll pot.
Well, that's just the eternal third option on any poll, and from chat realm anyway. It's hamburgers or spaghetti. That's what you're choosing.
Looks like the poll pot's winning, actually.
Actually, you're having Cambodian tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I have to see. Let's see what's around here. Like pole pot, man. Jeez.
Cambodian food's really good.
Put the pole in the pot. You boil it.
I don't know if they would appreciate the comparison.
Spaghetti, hamburgers, other. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go get some pole pot. Sounds delicious. Kids are gonna hate it, but that's all right. That's good with me, man. I eat anything.
Hey, the people have spoken.
I'm good with whatever. Hey, man, I do not complain about food. Really, like it's like, hey, this is good. I like it. Kids, I hate when my kids are so. Oh, I don't know. It's too spicy. I'm like, oh, come on.
You know what my parents did?
Yeah, what did your parents do?
Said, eat it, because that's it.
That's it, right?
It's kind of what mine did, too. Like, at home, for sure, it was what's on your plate, you eat.
Right.
In a restaurant, even, they'd be like, well, you ordered it. Shouldn't have ordered it if you didn't want it.
Well, our kids, man, it's really, when we had, like, everybody here, it's like we had a kid who didn't like food, wouldn't eat. It's like, well, then you just got to make your own dinner, just because this is what it is. If you don't like it, you got to make your own dinner. And so usually it was like, then we had to, like, give them something later, like, here's a sandwich. But they didn't like the option of having to make their own dinner. It's like,
that's
can't have, like, 3 or 4 different meals.
That's how I learned how to cook. Like, I'm just going to learn how to cook the stuff I want to eat.
Cheers, guys.
One of the funniest things that ever happened was when my oldest son was real small, he was not eating, like, we just made, like, a can of, like ravioli or spaghetti or something, and he didn't like it. And he's like, it's not, his mom was like, I didn't make it. And he's like, oh, it's from a can? And then he's...
Oh, and then it was fine?
Yeah, he loved, if it was from a can, everything's good.
How insulting.
Yeah, it was really insulting.
Yeah.
All right, got to figure it out. But all right, excellent. I know this week. See, I said it wasn't. Usually I have an off week. This might have been the off week here. So.
No worries, man. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.